Okay, so it all started with a horseback riding birthday party. When I was 2 years old, I went to a family friend's birthday party at Cleveland Park Stables in Greenville, South Carolina. If you didn't catch it, by the way, this is McGee talking. It only felt fitting that I tell the story of how my dad became the absolute best horse show dad in the world. At that first horseback riding birthday party, I fell head over heels in love with horses. I certainly do not come from an equestrian background. Both of my parents had little backyard ponies growing up. My mom's was Little Red and my dad's was Little Blaze, but they certainly didn't show them. In fact, they'll both tell you stories about how those angry little ponies tormented them, but they loved them nonetheless. I started taking lessons at Cleveland Park Stables when I was 4 years old, and from that day on, it's been a family affair. If you know anything at all about my dad, you know that when he decides to do something, he gives it 110% and nothing less. So, when I came to my parents at age 13 and told them that I wanted to show saddlebreds at the highest level possible, my dad, not just me, committed and dove in head first. When we joined High Caliber Stables from my freshman year of high school on, my dad drove our family the 3.5 hours back and forth to Greensboro, North Carolina, each and every weekend. When I went to Wake Forest University, my parents continued to meet me at the barn every Friday and Saturday. When I studied abroad in London the fall semester of my junior year, my parents continued to go to the barn, take pictures, send videos, and cheer on my barn mates, regardless of my being there and showing. As I finish out my master's degree at UNC Chapel Hill, my parents are still there to watch me in the 6:30 p.m. group lesson every Friday night. From ASAC to Louisville, my dad sits on the front row for every single one of my classes. In fact, he has a monogram baseball cap for all of my horses that he strategically wears for each session of the show. My dad is my biggest cheerleader. Don't get me wrong, he's also the first to tell me if he thinks I need a little more snaffle, and he likes to echo whatever Mary says on the rail a bit louder than she did, just in case I might have missed it. Good rides, bad rides, or anything in between, my dad's post-ride hugs are one of my very favorite things about showing horses. Hold on, everyone, I am having a technical difficulty. There we go. 10 years ago, my whole family committed to this industry, and since then, it's been a central part of our lives. He would never brag about himself, so I'm going to do it for him. My dad is not only the very best horse show dad out there, but he's also so unbelievably involved in the betterment and growth of this industry. Whether it's the Asia Marketing Committee, the American Saddlebred Museum Board, or working as treasurer of the American Saddlebred Horse Association, my dad loves this sport and wants to see it thrive, possibly even more than I do. In fact, he's been on the J.D. Massey Horse Show Board for nearly 10 years, and he's been the president for as long as I can remember. He is always behind the scenes, tirelessly working away. Even if he's sitting with his laptop in the stands doing his real job, he goes to every single horse show. I don't know how he does it, but he's truly Superman. Even though I'm getting ready to graduate and start my first real job in New York City, this industry will always be the thing that holds my little trio so tightly together. Despite the fact that I won't be so close to home and I might not make it to every show, I know that my dad will always be cheering on the front row, in horses and in life. I'm so proud of my dad and honored to be here as he is inducted into the J.D. Massey Classic Hall of Fame at the 87th Annual J.D. Massey Classic Horse Show. This whole thing that started with a horseback riding birthday party has proved to be so special. Congratulations, Dad.